Hello friends, myself Ashok Sukhdev Kamble, assistant teacher at Rashtriya Jal Tarang Pattu Sagar Patil Vidyalaya Dhuli. Today we are going to learn class 7th General Science lesson number 17 Effects of Light. If you like this my video, then please like, share and subscribe. You have learned that light is composed of several colors. You must have also seen the dust particles in a beam of sunlight entering the house through a small window. We see a variety of shades of colors in the early morning and evening sky. In the photographs taken from space by satellites, the earth appears to be bluish. Scattering of light. Scattering of light is the phenomenon of light passing through a medium and being absorbed or scattered by its particles. A light beam is not seen in plain water, but is clearly seen in slightly turbid water. The light rays hit the tiny particles of milk and get scattered. If these scattered rays enter our eyes, we perceive the light. When the sun rises, our surroundings appear illuminated. The entire sky appears bright. This happens because of the dust and other tiny particles in the air. This is the scattering of sunlight by the tiny particles of the various constituents of air. Sunlight is scattered by the molecules of gases like nitrogen, oxygen in the atmosphere. The blue color in the sunlight is scattered the most and therefore the sky appears blue. Sunlight reaches us through the layer of the atmosphere. At sunset, the light reaching us travels a greater distance through the atmosphere. Due to the greater distance, there is more scattering of the blue color. As a result, the red-yellow light reaches us directly and the sun appears red. Red light is scattered less than blue light. The shadow obtained from a point source. The light is seen to emerge from the hole on the cardboard. Such a light source is called a point source. Hence, here formed the dark shadow or the umbra. The shadow obtained from an extended source. They do not have a point source. This source is called an extended source. The faint part BC is called the penumbra and the dark part AD is called umbra. As the screen moves further, the umbra and the penumbra in the shadow of the ball are seen to be bigger and bigger. Eclipses. When the sun, the moon and the earth come in a straight line, an eclipse is said to have taken place. Solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. These are the types of eclipses. Solar eclipses. During its revolution, when the moon comes between the sun and the earth, a shadow of the moon is cast on the earth, and the sun cannot be seen from the part in the shadow. This is called a solar eclipse. A solar eclipse is seen only on a new moon day. The solar eclipse may be either partial or total. Sometimes the solar disk is completely covered by the moon. This is the total solar eclipse. When the solar disk is not covered fully by the moon, we have partial solar eclipse. During a solar eclipse, ultraviolet rays, which are harmful to us, reach the earth. A solar eclipse should never be watched with the naked eye. A special type of goggles should be used for this purpose. Types of solar eclipses. There are three types of solar eclipses. First, total eclipse, then annular eclipse, and third, partial eclipse. Lunar eclipses. When the earth comes between the sun and the moon, a shadow of the earth is cast on the moon and a part of the moon is covered. This is called the lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse is seen only on a full moon night. If the whole moon comes in the shadow of the earth, it is a total lunar eclipse. When the shadow of the earth is cast only a part of the moon, it is a partial lunar eclipse. You can watch a lunar eclipse with a naked eye. A lunar eclipse can be seen over a period of a few hours. Types of lunar eclipses. There are two types: partial lunar eclipses and total lunar eclipses. Eclipses often occur in the solar system, as seen from the earth. When a planet or a star passes behind the moon, that state is called occultation. It is a common phenomenon that occurs with the sun, the moon, or other stars. Zero shadow day. The day on which the sun reaches exactly overhead is called the zero shadow day. On that day, at noon, shadows completely disappear. This event can only be seen in the region between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. This event occurs in the summer on different days in different places in this region. An eclipse is a natural phenomenon. Many superstitions connected to eclipses are prevalent in the society. It is necessary that everyone makes efforts to rid the society of superstitious beliefs. Now we are going to solve exercise. Question first, fill in the blanks. When the beams from the headlights of a car fall on an object in the night, the shadows called umbra and penumbra can be seen. During lunar eclipse, the shadow of the earth falls on the moon. During a solar eclipse, the shadow of the moon falls on the earth. Various shades of color are seen in the sky at sunrise and sunset due to scattering of light. Question second, give reasons. Space beyond the Earth's atmosphere appears dark. Answer. When sunlight is scattered by the particles present in the atmosphere, the surrounding gets illuminated and appears bright. In space, there is no atmosphere, that is, no source for scattering the sunlight. Thus, as sunlight is not scattered in different directions in the space, it appears dark. Give reason. We are able to read while sitting in the shade. Answer. Light, which is required for seeing and reading, will reach us even when we are sitting under the shade. This light comes to us upon reflecting from various objects around us. We should not observe the solar eclipse with naked eyes. Answer. We should not observe solar eclipse with naked eyes because by doing so we might damage our eyesight. During a solar eclipse, ultraviolet rays, which are harmful to us, reach the earth. We may suffer from permanent vision impairment or serious eye injuries. Thus, we should always use some device such as binoculars while watching the sun during solar eclipse. Question 3. Give some examples of scattering of light that we come across in day-to-day life. Answer. Blue color of the sky, reddish color of the sun during sunrise and sunset, danger signals in red color, rainbow, light quality on full moon day and other day. Question 4. Why is the shadow of a bird flying high not seen on the earth? Answer. As the bird is flying high, the penumbra formed by it will be so large that the shadow will not be visible. If the bird is flying near to the surface of earth, the shadow will be visible. Question 5. Why is a penumbra not obtained from a point source? Answer. We do not obtain penumbra from a point source because all the light rays falling on the shadowing object are completely blocked by it. Question 6. Answer the following questions in your own words. What is meant by scattering of light? Answer. Scattering of light is the phenomenon of light passing through a medium and being absorbed or scattered by its particles. Does the shadow really vanish in the zero shadow condition? Answer. Yes. The day on which the sun reaches exactly overhead at noon, shadow completely disappears. This event can be seen in the region between the Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree north and Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 degree south. The shadow diminishes and eventually disappears for a while only to reappear later. Will the laser beam be seen if it passes through a glass box which contains a lighted incense stick? Answer. Yes. The laser beam will be seen if it passes through a glass box which contains a lighted incense stick. This is because the laser beam will be scattered by the smoke particles formed in the glass box due to burning of incense stick. Due to this scattering, the path of laser beam will be visible. Question 7. Discuss and write. Write a science-based paragraph on what if the sun did not rise. Answer. If the sun did not rise, the earth will not get illuminated. Due to this, we won't be able to see objects around us if any other temporary source of light is not used. Also, we know sun is the main source of energy to all living beings. So plants won't be able to prepare their food because of absence of sunlight and soon they will die. This will create imbalance in the food chain, which in turn will result in the destruction of all kinds of organisms on earth. Also, all the production of electric energy will get terminated because of absence of this solar energy. Thus, it is true today that sun is the main source of our survival. What efforts will you make to remove the misconceptions about eclipses? Answer. To remove the misconception about eclipses, such as we should not eat during eclipses, etc. Following efforts can be made. Social media such as newspapers, TV, radio, etc. should launch some programs and debates discussing the myths existing related to eclipses. These mediums should highlight the superstition talks prevailing from the past and how we can remove this. These mediums should discuss why science do not support these misconceptions. At the school level, discussion should be held in classrooms. Regarding these misconceptions, they should be asked whether they have seen such a thing existing in their home. If yes, they should be taught how to change the mindset of their parents and grandparents to create these misconceptions. See question. Various eclipses and the conditions during that period. Answer. Solar eclipses. During its revolution, when the moon comes between the sun and the earth, a shadow of moon is cast on the earth and sun cannot be seen from the part in the shadow. This is called a solar eclipses. A solar eclipse is seen only on a new moon day. There are three types: total solar eclipse, partially solar eclipse, and annular solar eclipse. Then lunar eclipse. When the earth comes between the sun and the moon, a shadow of the earth is cast on the moon and a part of moon is covered. This is called the lunar eclipses. A lunar eclipse is seen only on a full moon day, full moon night. There are two types: total lunar eclipse and partial lunar eclipse. Question 8. Explain the difference. Point source of light and extended source of light. Firstly, we discuss point sources of light. The light is seen to emerge from the hole on the cardboard. Such a light source is called a point source. Hence, here formed the dark shadow or the umbra. Then, extended source of light. They do not have a point source. This source is called an extended source. Here formed the dark shadow or the umbra, and faint shadow means penumbra. Now explain the difference between umbra and penumbra. First, umbra means dark shadow. Umbra obtained a point source of light and extended source of light. Penumbra means faint shadow. Penumbra obtained by extended source of light. In this way, we discuss about the exercise. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel, Ayush Spardha Pariksha Academy. If you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you friends.